What's up YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. I'm making my video late on Sunday for Monday here. I didn't plan on doing a video, but I feel like we got enough to talk about for a decent time here, and not used to recording in the evening time, but it is absolutely beautiful. We went up to Virginia, handled tax things, got to see the in-laws up there, so came back late. Again, I hate cutting on Sunday, but didn't get a chance to be here this weekend, so I did a late mow that I'll show you here in just a second. Hope you enjoyed the velocity video. Man, there was more like negativity towards velocity than I can recall on a lawn care video. Anyways, we'll kind of discuss that here in a second, but I did want to update some of you. That was the one that I wanted to update was I saw somebody, and again, I was out of town, so that's why when I'm out of town or I'm busy doing other things, I can't really go comment to comment and really discuss and talk about things with you. So I was kind of looking on my phone as I was out with family, but really didn't invest into it, if you will. But today I want to really jump in. Number one, respond to some of the comments I saw about the velocity, and then I also want to specifically show you the Poa trivialis, because the one comment I saw that one of the comments that made me stand back was, I'm not impressed with what it's doing with Poa triv, and I totally disagree with that comment. So I want to show you that today to whoever that may be and everybody else out there. But yeah, first let's start off with looking at the mow. So let me turn the camera around. It is a gorgeous evening, but it's probably in the 60s right now here in central NC. And look at that North Carolina sun over there. And I did the diagonal cut probably about an hour ago, just finished up as we got back this afternoon. Beautiful Sunday afternoon, cool, temperatures in the 60s. I'm a little cold. The Jap maple over here, somebody correctly said, yeah, that Jap maple will give you shade all right in about 10 years. That's a good point. It's going to take a while for this thing to grow. Let's hope I don't kill it before it really gets developed and growing. My father-in-law actually has a Japanese maple, and I said, is that a Japanese maple? He said yes, and it's stunningly beautiful. So I can't wait till this thing gets bigger. I hope it grows pretty fast and I don't kill it. So let's hope for that. But man, the color of the lawn looking fantastic. Just look at this GCI turf type tall fescue. It is so beautiful when you cut it. Just absolutely gorgeous, guys. I love fescue. This is our time to in our prime, right in the peak of fescue time. So let's jump over this way. You can see we did our edging. It's starting to come out. It's starting to shape up, if you will. Like, it's getting thicker, and so as it gets thicker, our edging starts to look a little bit better. Now, this is one of the Poa triv areas I failed to show you guys in the last update video, but Poa triv has been right here in this section by the water hose, surprisingly, in one of the wet, moist areas, and it's been right here. And look at this. This is why this looks the way it looks, because the velocity is 100% doing its job. The Poa triv has started to just kind of melt away in a just fascinating way. It's not turning brown like you see where I did the Killzall in the background here. Look beside my water hose and everything. It's brown because I did Killzall in the rocks. So all of that is fescue that's been hit with basically Killzall. Compared to what velocity is doing, it's just like shriveling it, and it's just kind of going away. And what I'm hoping is going to happen is, as we continue to mow and fertilize, and it feeds off the nitrogen, this is just going to expand the good fescue and just kind of bud it out, and the triv is going away. But this has absolutely been Poa triv right here, and that's why when we step back again and look at the edging, you're like, hey, that kind of sticks out in this section. Well, that's because that has always been Poa triv, and I've never really gotten to fully get rid of this thing. And so I hear everybody now, one of the comments that, again, that's just ignorant people saying ignorant things is, oh, Mr. Ferguson's trying to justify a $700 product. Dude, I am not trying to justify anything. I'm simply buying it and showing you so you don't have to buy it, and I can display it for everybody. If it don't work, I'm going to show you guys that it does not work. I have no problem telling you that. If it does work, I'm going to show you that, hey, this does work. You may want to try this. You may want to split it with a neighbor, but would I recommend it to somebody? Probably not. $700 some is outrageous, and no way I, as a homeowner, would purchase that for a lawn problem that I had. There's so many other options. However, one of the toughest things to do, you're going to have you're going to have to basically cut out this entire huge section of grass and kill it all off to get the triv. I have tried multiple times to hand pull it. That's just, there's no way. I've tried to zone out certain areas and kill it with glyphosate. I always miss some. It's always found a way to slither by and come back. And I really feel like with the velocity, it has nowhere to run because you're spraying the area where it's at and it's getting all of it. What I can't see visually with my eye, it is attacking it. And so in that regard, velocity is a great way to go because I don't have to pick it out. I don't have to zone out a huge section to kill, to make my lawn look hideous, to kill off all the grass and have to replant. It's doing the job for me, and it's doing it in a fascinating and amazing way to where I just had to mow. So that tells you guys, after this is the second application we just did 2 days ago, and my lawn continues to grow. It's not stunning it, and it's just budding out the triv and the Poa annua, and I am highly impressed. I don't care what anybody else says. I'm not justifying crap. I'm just showing you what the product's doing. So if we come back over here though, and you look on this side, we're kind of in the sun, but it's the same thing. Like now this side has always been thin though, so it's a little more difficult to show you. So that is why, you know, somebody that said, hey, I'm not too impressed, this is probably, I get why they probably said that. It's a little more difficult. If this stuff was embedded in the middle of the lawn, it would be easier to show you, you know, how it's melting away. Right now, currently, again, it doesn't look, it looks injured. It doesn't look like it's going away. I'll put it that way. So no, this doesn't impress me either. So I'm not like, I disagree with them as far as what I'm seeing in person. But again, it's difficult for you guys to see in person what I'm seeing. But it definitely is working on the Poa trivialis as well. And this is another section on the left. Again, I don't know what this is. So I don't want to say that this is Poa trivialis. It doesn't look affected to me, so I'm going to say it's probably not. It's probably just some different type of grass that I don't know exactly what it is. It may not be fescue. It may be a different type of fescue, because this doesn't look like it's being affected, but I know I have dealt with Poa triv in this general area in the past, so I'll just put it that way. Again, you can see we've done our second application of velocity, the Kills-All. Again, if you can use Kills-All, use Kills-All. It works. I mean, it's just like the ghost of Poa annua right here. Whereas over here, it is absolutely being affected by the product. And I have it. Again, the good grass is outgrowing it, and it's tackling it while it's like kind of fading away. So it is still impressing me. And if you go back to my previous videos before we ever did our first mow, this lawn looked completely different. But with the second application that we did, it's yellowing more, and as it gets warmer, it's going to naturally help us out as well. Poa annua doesn't like to stick around when it's hot outside, so as it gets warmer, it's going to naturally start fading out as well. But you can see where the velocity has already started highlighting the ugly spots, so it is working there. So just wanted to show you that it's with the, you know, with the second app. And so we'll continue to mow it and continue to look at it. But overall, if we just step back and look at our grass, it's looking absolutely fantastic, guys. It's just looking tremendous. It always does. I mean, the Poa annua is not something that I would go out and fight for $750. So let me be clear on that. But that's why I'm showing you, hey, this is what it's doing. Is it a miracle product that just makes it all go away and makes your lawn weed free? No. But is it something that, hey, if you want to split with somebody, or if you get your hands on some, you can try it? Sure. And my lawn is not perfect. You guys have seen that. So here's the rest of the mow, looking pretty good, coming in. It's thickening up a little bit over here. And then again, we've the plugs, I know somebody wished I'd have filmed this, transplanting this, but they continue to do good in this section. It's taken, I feel like. I mowed over it, we've watered it. We had some rain on, I think, Friday or Thursday. And so all of these plugs that we filled in from the tree seem to have taken root and is growing. So that's good. So this is, you know, we just replaced some of the Poa with good grass in other areas of our lawn. I've got something else that I'll share with you at the end of the video that I just did before I walked out. We've got some weeds and POA here. I do need to round up the backpack, get some 2,4-D, and kind of just walk and get some of the weeds that have popped up. As well as, if you're like me, don't forget, I'm still remembering my second application of pre-emergent. I am not going to forget that. I'm going to do it, and I will let you guys know when I do it or film it, one of the two. But we still continue to fight junk on the edge of my driveway. As you see, the seed heads are popping up. It's cooler today. The POA does like the cooler weather, and we got a ton of it up this side of the driveway. And I hit all of this on the second application. It's not, you know, and you can tell, look at it. It's all laying down like it's sad. It's depressed, like, so the velocity, I saw almost no response to the velocity after 2 or 3 days, but it was about day 4, 5, 6 it began to respond to that chemical, and so we'll see what happens. So but anyways, if you're dealing with it, I'm still bagging my mows, and if you're not putting down velocity but just got POA annua, just continue to bag your mows. Wait until the sun starts getting warm, and it's going to melt all this POA away naturally, and then you can take the bag off and mulch again. So this area is probably going to look nasty in my opinion, and that's why we want to stay on top of our pre-emergent, because if the POA goes away, something's going to take its place, and I don't want that to be weeds. So that's why we want to stay on top of our second split app of pre-emergent of prodiamine. So, but all in all, again, the lawn looks fantastic, guys. But it always looks a little nice yet weedy in spring. To me, after Easter, after we get away from Easter and after we get over into April, it starts really shaping up to where the grass is thick and the temperatures are more getting warmer. But once we then peak into the warmer temps, we start going downhill, right? We did get our mulch in, I shared with you guys, so we're looking pretty good after the mow here. So lastly, guys, to end this video, I just got on my the website of NC grass plugs, and I did order some more of the Ironcutter Bermuda plugs. I want to fill in more. I think I got 3 trays, and those Ironcutter plugs here in North Carolina, so they should come quick. You're talking about a tray, and I don't know how many's in the tray. That was the bad part about their website. It didn't really tell you how many plugs you're getting, so that's something, you know, I could have probably called them, but it's Sunday. But I ordered 3 trays. It was like $150 for those sod plugs, but I'm hoping to fill in the area where we've already planted. Last fall we planted some Ironcutter Bermuda plugs. We're going to fill in some of those areas with it. I couldn't get those plugs just a couple weeks ago, so they've just, you know, released it. They've just probably got the sod cutter out there and got some for sale, but we're going to fill in that area. I need to kill some weeds over there by the Ironcutter plugs, fill in these new plugs, and hopefully get this thing soon fertilized and get it ramped up as the temps start to increase. So I'm excited about that. I really am. It's something new. It's something fresh. I'm used to the fescue now. I know the cycle of dealing with fescue now. We've experimented a lot. We've tried all the products, you know, what works, and I'm tired of the same arguments. This don't work, this works, you know. But I'm tired of all that. I'm ready for something new, if you get what I'm saying. So the Ironcutter is new, it's fresh, it's something I don't know about, it's something I can screw up, it's something I may like better than fescue, but I'm telling you right now, it's hard to beat this view. In March, in April, in May, this is just gorgeous. And the color looks awesome. Our last 700 green effect application looks amazing. And so we're going to I'm looking at the rain, and I'm probably going to add a little bit more of the 3000 from GCI and go ahead and fertilize a little bit more. We're not having crazy growth. I cut it at 3.5 inches today, and it's just looking fantastic. So from a cool central North Carolina, and from Mr. Jap Maple over here, and from the GCI turf, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Just a little talk about, you know, about some velocity, about some trib, some POA annua, and about some grass. So I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.